let's do an update. Where are we? A lot of people could say that we're in hell. You know what? You couldn't be any more further than the truth in that. Last month or so has been. Well, let's move back a little bit. The last month or so has been very, very showing of veils. Let's talk about veils. So, when you're trying to do energy work on somebody, trying to heal them, trying to get the answers, of course, whatever entity is in there, and welcome to the club. Everybody's got some kind of conscious entity, some kind of thing in there. It puts up veils so you can't find it. The analogy I use is you're going deer hunting. You know there's a deer behind that tree, but it ain't moving. So all you got to do is move the tree so you can get the deer. So same thing with veils is being able to remove them. So what we've been finding very, very capable of doing this is, I'm going to show this to you. I think a lot of people have seen this. This is our new triple, LED triple. This thing, I'm not going to say anything about it because we're going to be doing a video on this actually today. So I don't want to spoil anything. It's going to be very interesting, let me tell you. So we're taking this pyramid along with some elements like indium. Indium is very, very intricate right now. It's something that we can use a lot to our advantage. We have used ruthenium. There's been some platinums that we're using, a lot of the platinum group of elements. But indium seems to have a very high vibration, and we can use it for our benefit. And I've had some confirmations from my colleagues, Ty and Nora in California, said, yeah, we've been using indium. So a lot of, without us even talking about it, there's confirmation that this is working very well. So to use an indium within your intent before you work on somebody, to lift the veils, open the doorways to the truth, all of a sudden there it is, and it's a lot clearer. Now this pyramid, I'm just going to say one thing about it, it brings forward clarity. Let me tell you, and in the 12, 13, 14 years, I forget how long I've been doing this, the clarity has never been so strong. So again, we're going to talk about this later. It's an amazing, amazing device. It's going to be on my website this weekend. We're going to be offering these to everybody. Now, so what's been happening? Oh, the COVID. COVID what? Ascension is where you want to be focusing on. The COVID is all just distraction. People are getting sick, but people get sick anyway. Okay, but let's go back. Why do people get sick? There is always a culling of souls. Let's go back to hell. What is hell? Hell is a place where one being we've been finding a lot of is Moloch. Okay, now this is going to be all over the place, so forgive me. So many people have heard of Bohemian Grove. This is where the world's elite go once a year in California with the big redwoods, and they have a big powwow, and they get together and talk about stuff. And they do this sacrifice to the being Moloch. Moloch is an owl. Okay, Moloch resides in hell. Moloch collects souls. Okay, so when somebody commits suicide, somebody dies untimely, blah blah blah, this soul goes to this area and gets recirculated back into the population. It's very reptilian orientated. It's very much dark. It's all dark energy. So if somebody is using dark energy to create witchcraft spells, do sigil magic, and all that nasty stuff, this is where the energy is basically coming from. Okay, we've been finding a lot of things like DOR, deadly orgone radiation, dark matter. All these different terminologies are used to basically describe the same thing that's going on within this area. So as of yesterday, we've been moving people out of hell. If you got a really serious health problem, a lot of depression, a lot of anxiety, all these things can be connected with these dark lower energies. So the veils are lifting. We're getting closer to ascension. So that means the veils are lifting. We're able to see where the problem lies, the root of the problem. So we're going through all the veils. This stuff is helping immensely. But also ultimately getting closer to the ascension process is unfolding things, is making things happen. The election, distraction. COVID, distraction. Everything is to distract you over here instead of looking straight forward to where you need to be going for ascension. That's the basis of your health problem, the basis of your emotional, mental, all the different problems are distraction. Okay, so these reptilians, these hell beings, the demons, and I've got pictures. Seriously, I got pictures. You probably all seen them already of these things that leave a person's body when they get rid of these energies. So that's basically where we are now. The amount of veils that were put in front of us all of a sudden, finding the jinn, finding all these different things to distract us from finding the problem and helping somebody has been huge. So getting through those veils, trudging forward and just going forward and getting rid of all this stuff. So now I did ask a question about the COVID. When is it going to end? And the answer I got was more in December. Strong humans will be exposing the governments. Okay, so that's a bit of prophecy. I don't really like to do prophecy because things can change so much, and interpretation is very, very hard to do sometimes. So that's what I got. That's the answer I got. So the exposure of the governments in certain ways, how their contribution to it. I mean, the conspiracy is nuts. Okay, you hear everything about theory about why the governments are doing this. There's so many people that are going overboard with the conspiracy. Yeah, my kids are home, definitely. But one thing I have been finding though is we are getting into the 5G component of things. The electromagnetic radiation has been coming up, and it's getting more stronger. And again, we've been using indium to put into a person's grids to help protect them from that. So there is a protection in certain ways. The pendants that we carry on the website from Ty and Nora, amazing. They've come up with a new design, and these things are really good. They do help. What else? I mean, right now everything is so up in the air with where it's going. We know where it's going, but what's next? As far as what's going to try and hold us back, what's going to propel us forward. A lot of the answers I'm getting dowsing with true quantum healing, it's like you can't make this stuff up. I've got a few clients who are very, very high spiritually, energetically, and the things that were coming up are just like, wow, you can't make this up. People's atomic structure changing to silica from carbon to, I mean, there's all kinds of stuff like this is going on, and we're nailing it. It's really working. The clearings that we're doing are getting better. They've been very, very good in the past, but I'm just finding a very deeper, newer level of clearings that we need to do in order to get rid of these health problems. People are so concerned with the pandemic and everything. It's all a hysteria. That's the biggest word that I get. When I have worked on 3 people that were considered having a COVID infection, and the big word that comes up is hysteria, media hysteria, illness hysteria. It's all a big scam that's been put before us. So it's all distraction. I saw some information that let's take Manitoba, the province I live in. The amount of people that die per year has been like 11,000, 12,000, 9,000. And this year, even with the pandemic, still only 11,000 people have died of everything and anything. So the numbers show one thing, the media says another. You could twist it and torque it. I used to work in the newspaper industry, okay. Not directly, but I worked in that type of environment, and there's something they do called torquing, where they'll take a story and go, well, that's kind of boring, let's spice it up a little bit. So they'll change it. They'll take the information and make it sound interesting. So, I mean, ultimately, the media is owned by all the big elites. They're told what to say, when to say it. One interview comes to mind of the reporter who had all the information on Jeffrey Epstein, but she was told not to put it out yet, and that was months before everything happened. So, you know, the news is completely convoluted, torqued, and seasoned with bullshit. So you can't really rely on anything like that. YouTube is an awesome place to go. Oh, there was the other day YouTube went down. A bunch of different streaming services went dark. I asked about it, and it said some kind of I didn't really get a good answer, but something's going on. Something's going down. We know this for a fact. Okay, so keep your stick on the ice. Keep your hats on. Don't be distracted by all this stuff. What's coming forward is something better. When, how, where? I mean, right now there's so many things happening that it's hard to say. You can't prophesize that. You have to let the process happen. And that's what I do is I just sit here. I do my dowsing. I one client at a time. The information comes forward. We clear the energies, and that's where we stay. Right now we're what's considered code red in Manitoba in Canada, so we're just staying at home and enjoying the family. I'm doing some work in my basement, creating a new environment for all the work I'm doing, for all the minerals that we're processing. We got a new website coming out soon. We're getting one built for liquid light minerals. Okay, these are something that is going to be a very big thing because of the energy it contains. All our bodies are made up of elements: calcium, magnesium, indium, gold. All of the elements are there, and we're providing those at a very high level of energy. We found a process that we're using to raise the energy and vibration of these minerals, so they are going to work well with the ascension process, the raising of our vibration in our atomic structure, our cells. This is going to facilitate better absorption. Okay, so watch for that. That's been very interesting. Again, this new pyramid, we're doing the video tonight, if everything goes well, which it should, and we're going to have a special guest on that's going to really set things off in a very good way. So keep watching, keep positive, stay away from the bullshit. I mean, there's lots of people who are getting on the bandwagon. No masks, no masks, no masks. It's like, yeah, okay, go ahead, but that is throwing fuel to the fire in a lot of ways. I mean, I can have my own belief that I don't think the masks are doing anything, but just keep that kind of within your circle. I mean, when you go out and you protest, that's one thing. When you say your piece is another thing. For a lot of people who are protesting and going out there, some people are making themselves look stupid. Okay, by saying it the wrong way, doing the wrong thing at the wrong time. You know what? We do have a voice. That voice is going to be heard. That's the big message I'm getting right now, is that voice will be heard. All right, things are moving very quickly. Let's keep it moving that way. Any more updates that come out, I'm going to start putting out some more updates. I think things are coming forward so fast. Last night there was a lot of clearing done in hell. Okay, so here we go again. So in my chart system, there's an option to be working on somebody who's connected to second and first dimensions. So what we've done is, I was told by source, change that word dimension to the word eternity. First and second eternities. And it's a lot more valuable, of a higher vibration of a word to work with. So when you move somebody out of second eternity, and then you go further. Now there's the intent of second eternity, intent of the reptilians, intent of the grays, intent of time has been very big. So lots of different things are coming forward in that respect to help somebody get deeper out of their health problems. So got another client coming up right away. This is Chris Kaler. See you soon. Take care.